From the NMSU Department of Journalism and Media Studies in collaboration with KRWG, this is the student-produced News22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Emilia Albornoz.
And I'm Ben Schiller. Almost 6 years after it happened, there appears to be a resolution in the El Paso Walmart mass murder case.
The El Paso District Attorney says he will not seek the death penalty for the 2019 mass murder. In an interview on KRWG-Public Radio, Bob Moore of the El Paso Martyrs online newspaper said District Attorney James Montoya said that on April 21st, Patrick Cruces will plead guilty to murdering 23 people and wounding 22 others, and then be sentenced to life in prison. Montoya says if he sought the death penalty, the trial will likely not happen until 2027 or 28. Cruces already faces multiple life sentences after being convicted in federal court. One after the deadly mass shooting at Young Park, a memorial service was held for a 16-year-old victim, A.J. Madrid.
Madrid was one of 3 killed during the shooting on March 21st. The service was held at the Immaculate Heart of Mary Cathedral on Friday to remember Madrid, where the Centennial High School JV baseball team, among others, paid their respects. Community members are calling for more youth programs and activities to help keep kids away from dangerous situations. On Monday, the team will have its first game without Madrid. And Maya's next with our first look at weather.
Thanks, guys. And yes, for our first look at weather, of course, it's mostly clear today with the winds that we've had in Las Cruces. Our temperature is 76 degrees with winds of 21 miles per hour, humidity of 14%, and our dew point of 24 degrees and a barometer of 29.33. With our high today being 81, our average 74, and our low 45. For our record temps, we have a high of 87 and 1978. And our low of 28 degrees in 1980. And we've had no rain today. Back to the desk.
A 26-year-old man is in trouble after officers caught him trying to smuggle meth into the United States. They stopped the man early Sunday morning as he walked across the bridge at the Isleta point of entry. A drug-sniffing dog pointed out 1/3 pound of meth that the man had concealed between his buttocks. He is now in the custody of Customs and Border Protection.
Almost 2 years after the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, thousands of Afghan refugees have been resettled in the U.S.
More than 200 now call Las Cruces home. An NMSU professor has been helping them adjust their new life with the immigrant and refugee projects. News22's Heba Hamedi has the story.
Dozens of people crowd this classroom on a Thursday afternoon.
Good. Everyone understood it better this time. Okay.
They're here to learn to read and write and also get overall job training.
Okay.
Soher Al-Sawaf is from Egypt. She left with her family in 2020 looking for new opportunities in America. Learning English has opened up doors for her.
In this community, when I meet some friends, some co-workers at mosque in any place, I can talk with them.
El-Sawaf says she wants to continue attending classes and hopes to start teaching with the Las Cruces public schools. The program started more than 2 years ago.
We started sort of a student type of community service project, volunteer-based, to support the upcoming refugees.
The project has expanded to help immigrants and refugees in the Las Cruces community, mainly women. She's hopeful that participants use these resources to help secure jobs and more.
Even one person successful, find a job, merge in the society, they, they value education. And the power of education, that's a huge measure.
For some, these classes have been life-changing. Their instructor says teaching has always been a part of her life. She has seen their confidence grow.
In the beginning, we started in the summer and they were very apprehensive and kind of shy and not a little bit closed, and I've seen them open up and they ask a lot more questions. So I just see them acclimating to the community and starting to feel more comfortable.
For now, Soher will continue attending classes and learning English, while Shindi plans to continue the program and hopes more women join in 2025, building community, friendship, and education. Heba Hamedi, News22.
An arson investigation is underway after someone set fire to the entryway at New Mexico's GOP headquarters in Albuquerque.
The incident happened on Sunday, and the words "ICE equals KKK" were sprayed painted on the building. The party released a statement calling what happened a horrific attack. The statement went on to say this was not isolated, but part of disturbing pattern of political violence. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives said incendiary materials were found at the scene. No arrests have been made. Stay tuned, Maya will be back with your national forecast.
In the Sahara Desert,
fossils are everywhere, telling you what life looked like 40 million years ago.
an incredible discovery
We have a complete skeleton
may reveal the origins
of the prehistoric whale that lived here long time ago.
of the world's largest mammals.
This is so awesome. They're doing everything mammals do, but in the water.
When whales could walk on Nova.
Wednesday at 8 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
In our grasslands, the answers to nature's deepest secrets are found under our feet. If we can unravel their mysteries, we can remake the future of nature.
Wednesday at 9 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Tuesday,
where news matters.
Maya is next with the national weather forecast.
Thanks, guys. Las Cruces water restrictions started today. What that means is that if you have an even numbered address, you could water on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday. With an odd numbered address, you could water on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Watering on Mondays is off limits. These restrictions last until September 30th. During this time, outdoor watering is allowed before 10 a.m. and after 6 a.m. Now let's go ahead and take a look at your national maps. Firstly, as we see in the U.S., it's starting to warm up a little by little, but not quite in the north and northwest of the U.S., as we still see cold in the mid-40s and in the 50s, with Seattle at 54 and Salt Lake as 44. And in the south, we're starting to feel the summer heat with mid-80s and high 70s, such as in Memphis in 73 and in Dallas as 81. Moving on to our next map with severe weather. We still have severe weather for the winter in the upper Midwest here, some in Montana and in North California as well. We also have severe wind warnings all around New Mexico here, East Arizona, bottom of California here, and northwest of Texas. We also see it in Louisiana and as well in central U.S. right here, which there's also a bunch of flood warnings and flood watches happening. Stay safe. It might be April Fool's, but today's weather is no joke. I'll be back with your local forecast when News 22 continues.
Austin City Limits celebrates 50 years with brand new performances from The Mavericks, Chris Stapleton, Gary Clark Jr. with Eve Monsey, Indigo Girls with Brandy Clark and Cam, Leon Bridges, and more. Join us for behind-the-scenes moments and relive music history from the ACL archive with your hosts, Genevieve and Jared Padalecki.
Friday at 8 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
You're a mother-to-be, and I'm your midwife. The more you tell me, the more I can help you.
The Board of Health have declared war on Renata's house.
What are we going to do, sister?
We are going to fight back. This is our place in the community.
We are going to do this together.
Thursday at 8 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Welcome back. Let's now look at your local temperatures. First in Farmington, we have 41 degrees. Right now in Santa Fe, it's 49. In Albuquerque, we have 40. Socorro, we have 66. Ruidoso, 58. Roswell, 81. Las Cruces, 76. And Deming, 70. For tomorrow, our highs for Farmington will be 52. Santa Fe, 48. Gallup, 46. Albuquerque, 53. Clovis 60, Socorro 62, Ruidoso 47, Roswell 68, Deming at 64, and Las Cruces 65. For Alamogordo tonight, our low will be 47 with all cloudy skies, and tomorrow our high will be 64 with mostly clear skies. Tonight for Truth or Consequences is going to be windy with a low of 42, and tomorrow our high will be 63 with windy skies. In Silver City tonight, we'll have mostly cloudy skies with 37 being our low and 54 being our high with windy skies for tomorrow. In Las Cruces tonight, our low will be 45 with being windy, and tomorrow will be 65 with windy skies. Back to the desk.
Let's see, Mia, what do you have about this?
Thanks, Ben. Coming up in sports, the Yankees are trying out a new bat. You can toss that remote because News 22 Sports is next.
Everything the Boleyns had worked for over the past 7 years had been worth it. Anne Boleyn had gone from being a nobody to being crowned Queen of England.
And a huge scandal erupts.
She hasn't given the king a son.
She's now left alone.
You cannot and will not tell me what to do.
That placed the Boleyns in a very dangerous position.
No one could have imagined a fall as graphic as the fall of the Boleyn family.
Sunday at 10 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
My name is Jonathan Phillips. Join me on the journey of a lifetime as I explore one of history's greatest questions. How did the Christian faith move from its darkest early days to the moment when Constantine, master of the mighty Roman Empire, went on to be baptized himself? Come with me as I travel thousands of miles on the road from Christ to Constantine.
Sunday at 3:30 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
For the win! He got it!
Welcome back. I'm Mia, and let's talk sports. The New Mexico State baseball team is looking to rebound today against their in-state rivals, the New Mexico Lobos. The last time the Battle of I-25 took place, the Lobos plastered the Aggies 7-0. Since then, the Aggies have stayed 500, posting a 10-10 record following a win over number 17 Dallas Baptist this weekend. During that stretch, the Aggies have become one of the best teams in the nation at turning double plays, tying for the first 29. And the game started at 6 p.m., so after the broadcast, flip over to ESPN Plus to see the Aggies in action. New Mexico State's Faith Aragon was named Conference USA Pitcher of the Week for the second time in her career. The sophomore earned the award after leading the Aggies to a 3-game shutdown over the Sam Houston Bearcats this weekend. In that series, the Carlsbad alumni threw 13 straight scoreless innings and allowed just 3 hits in each game. On Friday, she picked up her career high with 9 strikeouts before tallying 6 more on Sunday. Aragon joins Desiree Spearman as the only 2 Aggies to hold Conference USA pitching honors this year. Women's rugby has seen big growth in the last few years here at NMSU. What started as a club is now an official team. The club was formed in 1976, but 6 years ago they became an official intramural team. Now they compete in the National Collegiate Rugby Association and Colorado Conference. They're united in their love of the game. Vivian Brunel, co-captain.
It's more about the players. Like, you're really out there. You have a coach, but it's just you making decisions out there, and we call it controlled chaos, and rugby's really just.
The rugby team practices every Tuesday and Thursday evening from 6:30 to 8 p.m. on the upper intramural fields. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action tomorrow. Still ahead on News 22, Maya will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast.
On Masterpiece.
In the North Parts, they use your name to terrify their children.
The rebels demand that Lady Mary be restored.
You saved me.
Careful, Mary.
Perhaps she no longer needs you.
I made my minister, and by God I will maintain him.
York has fallen.
You told the king.
Wolf Hall, The Mirror and the Light. On Masterpiece.
Sunday at 8 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Uncool the midwife.
Is this the mother and baby clinic?
It appears Arlene's just been released from the Lynchmere Psychiatric Hospital.
When I got married, I didn't think I'd find myself alone so much of the time.
We can't ignore a major medical concern.
We're going to speak to every patient of whom we are aware.
That will involve extremely intimate interviews.
I cannot help you. I demand you leave.
Sunday at 7 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Let's take a look at our top stories.
The El Paso District Attorney says that he will not seek the death penalty for the Walmart mass shooter, Patrick Cruces. Cruces faces multiple life sentences after being convicted in federal court. More than 200 Afghan refugees have been resettled in Las Cruces. One NMSU professor is helping them succeed in reading and writing classes. And Las Cruces water restrictions are starting. No outdoor watering between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Make sure to check the schedule to see what days you can water. A pair of 60-year-old geckos found on a small island in New Zealand could be the world's oldest.
Meet Antoinette and Brucey Baby. They were trapped by a team of scientists during a 5-year study on the island of Matano. Scientists say these geckos are at least 60 and 64 years old, far older than the average lifespan of geckos worldwide. Scientists have been doing the surveys on Matano Island since the 1960s. They'll be back in 5 years in hopes of finding the marked geckos again.
Now let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. On Wednesday, it's going to be windy with 65 being your high and 39 being your low. On Thursday, it's going to be mostly cloudy with 66 being your high and 51 being your low. On Thursday, we should see sunny skies with 64 being your high and 41 being your low. On Saturday, we do have rain with 60 being your high and 31 being your low. And on Sunday, we should say clear skies with sunny with 59 being your high and 35 being your low.
And that's all for News 22 Tuesday. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Tune in tomorrow night for more news, but don't go anywhere because Zaira Sánchez Aguilar will be back with Noticias 22 en español. Right after this, I'm Emilia Albornoz.
And I'm Ben Schlittler, and from the whole News 22 team, Mia, Maya, Amelia, and myself, good night.
This news brief en español is brought to you by Noticias 22, la información más completa de Nuevo México, El Paso y la frontera. Noticias 22.
Buenas tardes, les saludo a Zaira Sánchez Aguilar con las breves de hoy en Noticias 22. Una semana después del tiroteo masivo en Junk Park, se celebró una misa en memoria de la víctima de 16 años, AJ Madrid. Madrid fue una de las 3 víctimas mortales del atropello del 21 de marzo. El servicio se celebró el viernes en la Catedral del Inmaculado Corazón de María para recordar a Madrid, donde el equipo de béisbol JV del Instituto Centennial, entre otros, presentaron sus respetos. Tras el tiroteo, los miembros de la comunidad piden más programas y actividades juveniles para ayudar a mantener a los niños alejados de situaciones peligrosas. El equipo de béisbol volverá al campo para su primer partido sin Madrid el lunes. Agentes de la frontera en El Paso incautaron aproximadamente 1/3 de kilo de metanfetamina el domingo. La droga estaba oculta en el cuerpo de un ciudadano estadounidense de 26 años. La incautación se realizó poco después de las 4 de la mañana, cuando el hombre llegó como peatón procedente de México. Tras una breve entrevista, el agente analizó al hombre para un examen secundario. Un perro rastreador de droga registró al hombre y dio una alerta positiva al olor de narcóticos. El agente descubrió 2 paquetes ocultos entre los glúteos del hombre. El contenido de los paquetes dio positivo en metanfetamina con un peso total de 0,32 libras. Los agentes de la frontera detuvieron al conductor y lo entregaron a los agentes especiales de investigaciones para enfrentar los cargos relacionados con sus sustancias. Eso fue todo por mi parte, muchas gracias.